Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this UPSC CSAT complete lecture series. In the previous session, we have covered the introduction of permutation and combinations, right? Through examples also, and then we understood like what is fundamental principle of counting, and then the concept of factorials, right? In this session, we are going to learn the formula of permutation and combinations, right? Through examples, right? And then we will solve few numericals like PYQs or practice questions. Okay, we will understand like how to approach the questions of permutation and combination. So let's begin. See, in the previous session, we have taken example like we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are taking 5 digits and out of 5 digits, we have to take 3 digits only to make 3-digit number. Is it okay? We are taking 3 digits out of these 5 digits, available 5 digits. We have to take only 3 digits. Okay. So in the first place, how many digits can be, placed? Okay. So all 5 digits can be placed in the first position. So we can say there are 5 ways to fill the first position, right? Then if one digit is filled here, then we have left with only 4 digits. So for the second position, we have 4 ways to fill it, right? And similarly, for the third place, we have 3 ways to fill this one, right? The total number of ways will be 5, 4, 3. This will be the total number of ways. Okay, now we are doing like this is will be our answer, right? It will be like 60. Okay, 20 multiplied by 3, that is 60, but we have to derive the formula. So how to derive? Based on the factorial concept. Remember, we have to derive with the help of factorial concept. So if we see like 5, 4, 3, so if you multiply by factorial, 2 and 1, then it will be what? This complete will be factorial 5. Okay, but we have written this one extra, right? 2 multiplied by 1, that is extra, that is written by us. Okay, so we have to divide that number like 2 multiplied by 1. Okay, so actually this one is factorial 2 and this one complete numerator is factorial 5. So completely we can say like it is factorial 5 by factorial 2. So this will be our same result like 60. Okay, so from this one, the formula will be for permutation, the formula will be NPR. Okay, so like this, or you can say NPR, like this you can write. Okay, so this means what we can read here, like out of permutation of n different things taking r at a time. Okay, like permutation of 5 things, 5 numbers, 5 digits taking 3 at a time. Okay, so that will be factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. Okay, n minus r. So here if you write like 5 p3, so it will be factorial 5 and divided by 5 minus 3 factorial. Okay, so it will be factorial 5 divided by factorial 2. Okay, so this will be our answer. So remember, for permutation, what is the formula? NPR, that is factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. Right? Understood? Okay, fine. So what if we have to take the complete number, like NPR means factorial, NPR means permutation of n different thing taking r at a time. But what if we have to take complete number, like permutation of n different things taking n at a time? Okay, In that case it will be factorial n divided by n minus n, and that will be 0. Okay, so it will be factorial n divided by factorial 0, and we know like factorial 0 is equal to 1, so it is factorial n. So whenever we have to take complete number, okay, whenever we have to take complete number, then that case it will be answer will be factorial n. So if that question will be 1 2 3 4 and 5, we have to make 5 digit number taking all digits at a time. Okay, we have to take average digits that time to make 5 digit number. In that case we will have, in the first place we have 5 ways, for the second place we have 4 ways, for the third place we have 3 ways, then 2 ways, then 1 ways. So it will be like we have to multiply every numbers. Okay, so actually this is factorial 5. So understood, this is factorial n. Got it? So it is n p n, or you can say 5p5. Got it? Okay, so second condition is, what if there is, I mean, identical things. Okay, right now there is nothing identical, but if I say 1 2 2 3 4, okay, like this, so 2 is the identical number. So what if there is identical numbers or identical objects? In that case it will be like whatever numbers we have to take. Okay, like for example, if we have to take all numbers, like if we have to take all numbers 5p 5, that's fine. But here is a repetition. Repetition means if we have to write 2 first, I am writing these 2 first, and this 2 is the second, this 2 in the second place, and if we write these 2 in the second place and this one in the first place, there is no difference. Actually there is no difference. In that case both number will be same. So that case we have to divide this permutation value divided by 2. Okay, or whatever the number, whatever the repetition, how many repetition are there, that much factorial, by factorial we have to divide that one. Okay, if there is 3 numbers repetition, I mean 3 identical values, then we have to divide by factorial 3. Okay, so it's important thing, we have to note this one, because whenever they will ask like 3 identical objects are there, 2 identical objects are there, then we have to divide that number factorial. Okay, for example, let's take it. Let's say there are n objects. Okay, completely n objects, and we have to take complete objects n at a time. Okay, but p objects are identical, q objects are identical, and r objects are identical, right? So in that case what we will have, it will be factorial n divided by factorial p, factorial q, and factorial r. Got it? So this type of question we have to understand. Whenever we have to solve this type of question, understand this type of formulas or conditions. Okay, so this will be our answer. Clear? So whatever I am teaching you right now, please make a note of this one, because permutation combination is very important. If you see the last 3 or 4 years questions, it will be important questions, I mean important topic, right? Okay, fine. So next topic is circular permutations. Okay, circular permutation is what? Like if I say there is a combination like this, or I am taking few combinations, I mean sorry, arrangements. So if I say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, second one is, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, this one is A, B, C, and this one is D. Again here is A, B, C, and this one is D. Okay, but if you see from the beginning, like if you have to select one point, the beginning point. Okay, like this is a circular table. Okay, circular table arrangement is there, and A, B, C, D are sitting in the chairs, and there is a rotation of anti-clockwise direction. Like first A is here, B, C, D is here. Like A is shifted to this point in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, then again anti-clockwise direction A is here, and then anti-clockwise direction A is here. Okay, so if you see the linear combination, so it will be like A, B, C, D. From this point, if you see the linear combination, it will be A, B, C, D. For this one, it will be D, A, B, C. Okay, and this one will be C, D, A, B. Okay, and this one will be B, C, D, A. Okay, so if you see the all combination, all arrangements, okay, so it will be complete arrangements will be different, all linear arrangements will be different. Okay, so whatever numbers we have to take, like we have taken four numbers here, so we have got four different arrangements, right? So if you take an objects, then we will get n arrangements, right? Okay, we have to understand this concept because we are deriving right now a formula. Okay, maybe you can you can write the formula directly, but if you want to derive the formula, so let's do that one. So what I'm trying to say is, if there are four things, okay, let's say A, B, C, D, if there are four things, then for each circular arrangements, number of linear arrangements is 4. Okay, if I say A, B, C, D, there is A, B, C, D, okay, four things are there, so linear arrangements will be 4. Okay, similarly for n different things, if n different things are arranged along a circle, then for each circular arrangement, number of linear arrangement is equal to n. Okay, got it? So therefore, what we can say, like number of linear arrangements of n different things, that will be n multiplied by number of circular arrangement of what? And different things. Okay, so therefore number of circular arrangement will be number of circular arrangement will be of n different things, that will be 1 by n. This n will be go in denominator and multiplied by number of linear arrangements. Okay, so that will be 1 by n, and this will be factorial n. So when you expand this factorial n, it will be n multiplied by n minus 1 factorial. This n will be cancelled out, this n will be cancelled out, so we will have factorial n minus 1 factorial. So that means number of circular arrangements, that will be factorial n minus 1. Maybe you are not getting the explanation here, so it will be easier if you just write the formula here, like number of circular arrangement will be n minus 1. Whenever the numbers is given, like 4 numbers is given, so that in that case n minus 1 means 4 minus 1, that means 3 factorial, that will be 3 factorial means 6. So 6 circular arrangements will be there. Okay, so just copy this one and minus 1 factorial. Clear? Okay. Okay, there is one more thing, like in circular permutation, if this is not identical, this is different things, A, B, C, D are different. But if there is a identical things like garland, you know, in that case, garland or anything you say, in that case, what will happen if you see the clockwise direction thing or anti-clockwise direction thing, that will be always same, always identical. There is no difference, right? So in that case, this will be get half. Like what I am trying to say is, number of circular arrangements of n different things, if the things are these are identical. Okay, in that case it will be n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Why 2? Because when you see the clockwise direction arrangement or you see anti-clockwise direction arrangement, both will be same. So if both are same, then it will be divided by 2. Okay, so understand the condition, like it will be example of garland or what, necklace, like this. Okay, you know better examples, right? So let's do a question, practice question. It is like six friends are sitting around a circular table to play a board game. How many different seating arrangements are possible? This is your first question. Okay, and second question is, if out of six friends, two friends, let's say A and B, they say like they will sit together, okay, next to each other. So in this case, what will be total arrangements? Okay, so first solve this one. Like this is a circular table arrangement, okay, and six friends are there. So right now I have told you, like in this type of question we have to just write n minus 1 factorial. So six friends, it will be 6 minus 1, that will be 5 factorial, and that is 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So it is 20 and this is 6, that means 20 multiplied by 6 is equal to 120. Okay, yes, this will be your first answer. For second one, there is a condition like A and B will be sit next together, okay, next to each other. Okay, so in this type of question we have to, like we have to consider A B like they are one single person. Okay, we have to consider A and B like a single person. So in this like that, how many friends are there then? It will be 5 friends. Okay, if we have to consider like this is a single entity, then there will be 5 persons, 5 friends. Okay, so in that case we have to multiply 5 minus 1. Okay, 5 minus 1 factorial. But one thing you have to keep in mind, like okay, they are sitting together, but there are two conditions, like A and B can sit like this or they can sit like this. Okay, so whenever they will sit, there is a I mean arrangements of this one is possible or this one is also possible. So that's why whatever your answer will be, you have to multiply by factorial 2. So here it will be factorial 4 multiplied by factorial 2, and that will be 4, 3, 2 and this will be 2. So here it is 12 multiplied by 4 and that will be 48. Is it clear? So 48 will be your answer for this condition question. Okay, and this is more important because this is a conditional question. So we have to understand like what is the condition of that question. Two persons are sitting together or three persons are sitting together, like this type of question they may ask. Okay, so I hope this is clear now, because we are moving towards a combination topic. Okay, if there is any doubt, you can comment in comment section. Fine. Okay then. So this is your combination. Combination means what? Selection of things. There is a no order. Okay, there is no order. So whatever is there, like 1 2 3 1 3 2 2 3 1 2 1 3, like this. If you write 1 2 3 3 1 2 3 2 1, like this, so these are all one combination, right? Because all three numbers are together. If you combine all three numbers, it will be a single entity, because there is a no difference in terms of combination. Like if I say there is a this is not a number, okay, just condition, consider this one. Like there is a keyring naming 1 2 and 3, and we have to keep it in your a pocket. Okay, so whenever you keep it all three key rings, there will be only one possibility. Like we are selecting three key rings out of three key rings, so there will be one possibility, like we are taking all together. Okay, but in case of permutation, there will be six arrangements, okay, possibilities. So what we are trying to say is, like in case of permutation, what we were writing, like n, I mean factorial n divided by factorial n minus r. But in case of this combination, we have to divide by factorial r also. Okay, so whatever the number of selection, whatever the objects we are considering, like if I say out of n we are taking r at a time, in that case we have to divide by r factorial. But if I say we are taking n at a time, there is n objects and we are taking n at a time, in that case we have to divide by n here. Okay, so like this we have to represent in ncr, okay, or ncr, like this. And formula is factorial n divided by n minus r, and again r factorial. Okay, got it? Fine. So in case of n minus, like in case of n, so it will be factorial n divided by n minus n factorial. Okay, n minus n factorial is 0 factorial, and here is r means n factorial. Okay, so this will be cancelled out. This is 0 factorial, 0 factorial, I have told you this is 1. So completely your value will be 1. So ncn your value is 1. So that's why I was saying, like when we are taking all at a time, in that case number of combination will be 1. Got it? Right. But in case of permutation, if we are taking all at a time, like if we say npn, okay, in case of permutation, this is the condition of permutation. Okay, so in case of permutation, it will be factorial n divided by n minus this n 0 factorial. So 0 factorial will be 1, and we will have n factorial. So in case of three numbers, okay, three objects taking at a time, so it will be 3 factorial, that is 6. So we have 6 arrangements are there. So is it clear now? So in case of permutation, what we will have to write n p r, and the formula will be factorial n divided by n minus r factorial. This much only. Okay, in case of combination, we have to divide again by factorial r. Okay, note it down. If there is any confusion, you can comment in the comment section. Okay, because we have covered the major things, now we have to move with the special cases so that you will understand the cons, I mean questions based on those topics. Okay. See, I'm writing these formulas, but I think if you have the concept, you can derive the formulas. Okay. So the question is, we have to find the number of straight line formed. Okay. There are n different points. Okay. There are n different points, and we have to find like how many straight lines can be formed. So straight lines have what? To end point. Okay, so when we have to join two points, that will be a single line, single straight line. So we have to take 2 points at a time to make a straight line. Okay, so whatever the number of points, we have to take two at a time, so that will be nc2. So total number of straight line will be nc2, because when we join 2 points, then we will get one straight line. Is it clear? Fine. In case of triangle, we have to join 3 points, right? So if there are n points, we have to take 3 at a time, so it will be nc3. You may thinking like, why not np3? You can say, why not np3, why nc3? Okay, so if you have watched that first lecture, I have explained there, like, just consider this is a triangle ABC. So if I say triangle ABC, or triangle BCA, or triangle CAB, is all three triangles are different or similar triangles? Same triangles. These are same triangles, but in case of permutation, this will be considered as different. Okay, that's why we are taking C, not B. Combination, selection of three different points. Okay, and whatever the triangle will form, the triangle will be same. Either we will write ABC or BC or CAB. The triangle will be the same triangle it is. Okay. Now, number of diagonals in a polygon. Polygon means n number of sides. Okay, and diagonals start from number of diagonals, I mean from the quadrilateral there will be two diagonals. Diagonals, you know what is diagonals? Okay, now see, we have to, these diagonals are actually straight line. Is it clear? These diagonals are actually straight line, but we have to ignore, like, this is also a straight line, but we have to ignore this one. We have to ignore these sides. Okay, so whatever number of points is there, we have to first find the total number of what? Total number of lines. So it will be nc2. This will be total number of lines. Now we have to subtract the sides. So whatever the sides are there, we have to subtract the whatever the value we will get, that will be the number of diagonal. So sides will be, for polygon means n sides are there, so when we divide, I mean subtract by n, it will be the number of diagonals. For example, if the n is equal to 4, so it will be 4c2 minus 4, so it will be factorial 4 divided by factorial 2 and factorial 2 and minus 4, that will be 3 multiplied by 2, 4 will be cancelled out, minus 4, that will be 2. Is it clear? So we will have two diagonals there. Okay, so just copy it one, these formulas, and learn this one. It will be very beneficial when you solve miracles based on these things. Okay, fine. Okay, one more thing I have missed here. These points are, I mean n number of points are there, and all points are, I mean no three points are collinear. Okay, 2 points will be collinear, that's fine. 2 points will always be collinear, but 3 points, I mean more than 2 points are not collinear. Okay, if this is the condition of collinearity, then in that case we have to subtract those points. Okay, because if 3 points are in single line, they will not form a triangle. Is it clear? So this type of consideration we have to think. Now understand this one, gap method. Okay, so suppose you have a group of 3 boys and 3 girls. Okay, just consider B1, B2, B3 for 3 boys and G1, G2 and G3 for 3 girls. And you want to arrange them such that no 2 boys are next to each other. Okay, if they are next to each other, like if it is a condition like 2 boys are next to each other, I mean first boy and second boy, we have to consider both as a single entity. Okay, single person, right? But here it is a condition like no 2 boys are together. Okay, so we have to consider like after G1 there is a gap, after G2 there is a gap, after G3 there is a gap, but there can be one more gap here. Okay, so there are 4 gaps. Okay, now first we have to understand like what will be the arrangement of girls. Okay, we have to arrange girls first. In this type of question we have to arrange the first one thing. Okay, so what will be the arrangement of girls? So arrangement of 3 girls for which there will be no restriction, this can be done in factorial 3 ways. Okay, like the numbers, the digit question, we have to fill like this one will be 3, this one will be 2, this one will be 1, so 3, 2, 1, this will be 3 factorial. Okay, so this will be the arrangement of girls. Okay, now we have 4 gaps, and out of 4 gaps we have to fill 3 boys. Out of 4 gaps we have 3 gaps will be filled by these boys. Okay, so we will take 4 gaps. Out of 4 gaps we will take 3 gaps, so it will be 4C3. So we have to solve the question very calmly. Okay, so complete answer will be factorial 3 multiplied by 4C3. So it will be, this one is 6, 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6, and this one is factorial 4 divided by factorial 3, and factorial 4 minus 3, that will be factorial 4, this is factorial 3, sorry, 4 multiplied by factorial 3, it is 3 factorial, this is 1 factorial, this will be cancelled, and we will have 4. Okay, for this one we will have 4, and this is 6, so 6 multiplied by 4, that will be 24. So answer will be 24. Okay, one thing I have missed here, like this one is 4C3 is what? When we select 3 gaps out of 4, okay, then that will be 4C3. That's fine. For 3 boys, it will be 4C3. But now we have to arrange them in gaps. Okay, so that way will be factorial 3 ways. So we have to multiply by 3 ways. Okay, so complete answer will be 24 multiplied by 3 factorial, that will be 6, so it will be 144. Okay, my mistake here. Okay, this topic I have discussed few minutes before, but right now I am discussing again. Like there is an distinct object. Okay, an distinct object, right? And out of this n there will be 3 groups, r, s and t. Okay, and r plus s plus t, that will become n. In that case it will be I mean the number of ways in which an distinct object can be split in three groups containing this R S T, and that will be factorial n divided by factorial R factorial S factorial T. Okay, but if I say these groups are equal, if just consider like this R is equal to S is equal to T, in that case we can write we can consider this completely n, then the numerator will be 3n. Okay, so 3n factorial, and here is n factorial, n factorial, and n factorial. Okay, so we have to multiply by 3 factorial. Why we are multiplying by 3 factor why we are dividing by 3 factorial here? Okay, because in case of equal sized group, false counting occurs. Okay, so as internal arrangements in groups. Okay, so we do not have to consider that one. To avoid this false counting, we have to divide by factorials. Okay, that's why 3 factorials are there. So it will be 3 factorial, 3 and factorials, 3 and factorials divided by n factorial, n factorial power 3 for this one, and then you can write 3 factorial. Okay, this will be your formula. So I think the complete theory is completed. Now whatever the question is there, you can try it yourself. Okay, we can solve few questions, few PYQs, few practice questions we will solve. You can see that one, and you have to try yourself too. Okay, so let's do that one. So this is your first question, like how many words can be formed with letters mathematics by rearranging them? So first what we have to do is we have to find like how many alphabets are there. Okay, and how many are repeated. Okay, identicals. So if you see this M is 2 M's are there, 2 M. Okay, and there will be 2A, this one and this one, and then 2 T's are there, right? And total number of alphabet is 5, 5, 10, this is 11. The total number will be 11, so 11 factorial, and divided by what? Divided by the repeated identical values. So it will be 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So now you can solve this one. So maybe your answer will be like this one, okay, or the value, but I think this is your enough answer. Okay, so this type of question you can solve. Now looking at the next question. Okay, look at this question. It's very easy and very conceptual question it is. So question is from UPSC 2022. So it is asking like how many 3-digit number without repetition, just note it down, without repetition, such that each digit is odd. So whatever important clue is given, we have to underline that one. Each digit should be odd and the number is divisible by 5. So here is the question of permutation and combination as well as the number system, because the concept of divisibility and the odd number even number is given. Okay, and I hope you know what is odd number and what is even number and what is the divisibility of 5. Okay, fine. So for this divisibility, the last digit will be, the unit digit will be, should be 0 and 5. But our second condition is that each digit should be odd, so this can't be true. 0 can't be there. So how many odd numbers are there? It will be like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Only 5 digits are there for odd numbers. Okay, but we have to make 3-digit number, like we have 3 position to fill it. But yes, the last position is filled. This is already filled by 5, so we can cancel this one. Now we have only two positions left out and we have four options. Okay, so in the first position we can fill by four ways, right? And in the second position we can fill by three ways. Easy? Okay, so total number will be 4 multiplied by 3, not by 5. It is single way, one way, because we have only 5 option. I mean only one option to fill it 5. Okay, so multiplied by 1, so we will have 12 as your answer. Is it clear? Now tell me, it was easy or difficult? I guess now you are ready to solve this type of questions. Okay, still if you are finding it difficult, you can try yourself, and again if you are finding it difficult, you can comment in the comment section. Maybe I can help you then. Okay. Okay, this question is from UPSC 2022. Again, it was very easy. Like three locations are there, A, B, and C. Okay, three places are there, A, B, C, and from A to B, like say this is A and B, there are three ways, three roads are there. But for B to C, there will be four roads. Okay, and directly from A to C, there will be three roads are there. One, two, or you can say three roads are there. Okay, now one person have to go from A to C. So how many different ways are there? Okay, that we have to find, right? So go basic, try basic way. Okay, so what I am trying to say is, when we are going from this way, okay, like this is your first way, and after reaching B we have four options. Okay, similarly when we are going through this road, we have again four options. When we are going from this road, we have again four options. Okay, like that, when we are taking three roads, we have four options. So it will be 3 multiplied by 4. The total roads will be, total possibilities will be, different ways will be 3 multiplied by 4. Okay, that will be indirect roads, indirect ways. And three direct ways are there, 1, 2, and 3. So we have to add these three also, it will be 15. 12 plus 3, that is 15. Okay, so this was the question from 2022. Clear? Okay. Now I think we have to solve from UPSC 2023. Right. Okay, this question is from UPSC 2023. So the question is, a flag has to design with 4 horizontal strips. Okay, using some or all the colors, that is red, green, and yellow. And the condition is, like we have to find like how many ways are there, so that no two adjacent strip have the same color. Okay, like we can say this is your first strip, this is your second strip, this is your third strip, and this is your fourth strip. Okay, so if you place red here, red can't be here. Okay, red can be this at this position or this position. Okay, like that we have to consider. Okay, so simply the position rule we can find, like in the first position how many ways are there, we can fill any colors. Okay, so we have three options are there. Let's say red is filled there. Okay, in the second position we can't fill red. Now we have option green and yellow, so we have two options. Okay, let's say we have the green here. Now what we can fill in the third one, we have the option as red or yellow. We can't fill green. Okay, again we have two options. Okay, two ways. Okay, let's say we have the red. Okay, let's say we have the red. Now next what we will have, we can have yellow or green. Again we have two options. Okay, so we have to multiply all numbers, like 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So it will be 6 and 4, that will be 24. So we have to understand like what we have to multiply. We have to arrange the things. We have to think practically. Okay. So we have to draw the things, like this is the your horizontal strips. Okay. And we have to arrange like this one. Then it will be more easier to solve. Got it? Okay. Now let's move to the next question. So this question is from UPSC 2019. So the question is, we have to find the number of parallelogram from a set of 4 parallel lines intersecting another set of 4 parallel lines. Okay, so how to form a parallelogram? So when two parallel lines are intersect by another two parallel lines, then we have a parallelogram. Okay, is it clear? I think you know what is the parallelogram. Okay, so in this case, what we will have, we can say like out of 4 parallel lines, out of 4 this parallel line, this set of parallel lines, we have to choose 2. Okay, we have to choose only 2 parallel lines. So out of 4, we have to choose 2, not P. We have to see, we have to write C here, because we are choosing, we are selecting the things. Okay. So this is your first condition, like when we are taking 2 at a time. From the first set we are taking 2 at a time, it will be 4C2. Okay, we are not taking permutation, we are taking combination, because we are selecting the things, right? And again from this set of parallel lines we have to take 2. Okay, so again we have to take 2 and we have to multiply this one. So what will be the answer? It will be factorial 4 divided by factorial 2. Again factorial 2, here is factorial 4, factorial 2 and factorial 2. Okay, now solve this one. It will be 4 3 and 2. Here is 4, this one is 4 3 2, here is 4, this 4 will be cancelled. Now we will have 6 multiplied by 6, that is 36. So 36 will be our answer. So think how easy the question is. So we have to understand the concept. Whatever I have taught you, whatever the formula I have given you, just learn that one. Okay, and just not learn that one, we have to apply the concept while learning that one. Okay, maybe they will not ask the direct question, they will ask some conceptual question, some conditional question. So we have to understand like which type of condition we have to apply. Okay, so whatever the formula you are learning, that's fine, that's okay, but we have to understand the concept so that we are ready for the whatever the condition they will give. Fine. Okay, so we are moving to the next question, and that will be our last question. And one more thing, that we are not doing the revision session for this one lecture. Okay, for permutation and combination, and the second one, the power indices, that lecture, for these two lectures we are not doing the revision sessions. So that's why I'm saying we have to cover each and everything from these lectures. Okay, from these two lectures, right? I think this will be enough for you. And again, if there is anything left out, you can comment that one. We will cover in the extra sessions. Okay, if required, we will do an extra session. Right. So your last question will be like, let's see that one. Okay, it's very easy question from UPSC 2018. They're asking like how many diagonals can be drawn by joining the vertices of a octagon. Okay, this is extra thing. There is no I mean there is no requirement to write this one, but still if they are writing like joining the vertices, because diagonals can be formed by joining the vertices only, everyone know. Okay, so actually we have to find like how many diagonals are there in octagon. And if you know what is octagon, octagon means there are n is equal to 8, side will be 8. Okay, and you remember the formula is nc2 minus n, got it? So it will be 8c2 minus 8. For this one we will have factorial 8 divided by factorial 2 factorial 6, and here is minus 8. Okay, this is factorial 6. So we will have factorial 8 multiplied by 7 multiplied by factorial 6. So it is 2 multiplied by factorial 6 minus 8. So why I am writing like this? Because we can cancel this one. This will be 4. So we will have 28 minus 8, and that will be 20. So total number of diagonals for octagon, that will be 20. And this is from UPSC 2018. Okay, I know, like in this 3 years there will be more conceptual questions rather than direct formula questions, but still if you learn the formulas you will know like how to apply those formulas. Whatever condition they will give, you can apply based on that condition. Okay, like two persons are together or whatever they will say, like that you can apply that one. Okay, so I think I have covered enough questions and the theory part, and still if there is anything you can say. Okay, and if you are not able to understand any part of this lecture, you can comment that one. Okay, till then have a good day and bye, all the best. Jai Hind.